Donald Trump had a pretty embarrassing outing at the US Open today, whether it be photos of him looking sleepy and half awake or him getting booed by the entire stadium. I think it's safe to say that it didn't go to plan for Donald Trump. And now, after the US Open, a new photo is circulating around of Donald Trump taking what appears to be a little blue tablet during the middle of the tennis match. So, I want to talk about this photo and the reaction online about the photo. It's currently going viral as I'm filming this. And then later, I want to show you a clip from a little impromptu press conference that Donald Trump had after the whole tennis event that he was at today. But first and foremost, I do want to start with this photo. I don't want to waste any time on it because it is kind of spreading like wildfire on social media right now. The photo was taken by Andreas Kadaki. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And as you can see, it is right here. Caroline Levitt is behind Donald Trump. I'm not 100% sure who the other person is in the photo. But if you zoom in on Donald Trump, which I'm really sorry to do, I know it's not ideal. It's not easy on the eyes. It's kind of like a jump scare. You can certainly see that there is a little blue tablet in between his teeth. And look, there are a bunch of people theorizing as to what this could be. I want to just say right now that I think it's probably just some kind of mint, something like that. I don't think that anything else nefarious is happening. I believe it's probably just a mint of some kind, but it is going viral right now. People are asking questions. For example, Ed Krasenstein said, "What kind of pill is Donald Trump popping at the US Open today? Why is the media ignoring his medical condition?" And he included a photo of Donald Trump again. And I actually think that this question from Ed is a good one. Kind of, why is Donald Trump, or excuse me, what kind of pill is it? Why is the media ignoring his medical conditions? Because look, as I said, it's probably just some kind of mint, something really simple and easy like that and innocent like that. But, if this were Joe Biden, and Joe Biden was caught eating whatever this is at a very public event with questions swirling about his health, number one, Republicans would be freaking out. But number two, Fox News would be running the story for a week straight. They'd be bringing on their in-house expert doctor to talk about how this means Joe Biden's health is failing or some BS like that. And I think it's a valid question. Why are Republicans, why are Fox News, why is Newsmax, why are OANN and all these MAGA outlets ignoring a story like this when they would have jumped on something like this when Joe Biden was in office, any opportunity they got? Here's one from Matthew Iglesias, another zoomed in photo that I just thought was interesting. It's, again, kind of a jump scare, but the reaction in the comments is really what I want to show you. Jason said, at this age, he's got to take something if he wants to keep effing the country. You can see it for yourself. Others are posting pictures of little blue tablets. Some people are theorizing that it might be what you see on your screen right now. A bunch of people saying maybe Adderall or something like that. I don't know. A bunch of people theorizing. Another one says, is that Viagra? Because it does look kind of similar. I mean, if you zoom in, it does look have some sort of resemblance. But aside from that photo of the little blue pill that Donald Trump appears to be taking, again, I do want to stress that it probably just is a mint. I don't want people to run too far with this and kind of like drive ourselves crazy theorizing what it could be. It's probably just a mint. I think we just got to be honest with ourselves. There are probably some people who will, take advantage of the story and try to say, oh, Donald Trump's health is declining. It's probably just a mint, but the photo is going viral nonetheless. And there are some other pictures from the event today, from the US Open, where Trump just looked bad. Like in this photo, regardless of the mint, regardless of the pill, whatever it is that Donald Trump is taking, he just looks bad. He looks unhealthy. He looks unwell. And he's been looking like this in public a lot recently, especially. And these photos that were taken of him today at the US Open really don't help his case. I mean, look at him. He just looks half awake in this photo. He doesn't even look like he's present at the US Open today. He doesn't even look like he's there. Which is just an interesting one. And there are other photos of Trump just kind of looking like he's either asleep or just not interested whatsoever. Here's another video I thought was interesting from the US Open. Donald Trump had a really bad reaction to Carlos Alcaraz winning the US Open. Just take a look at his face here. Yeah, maybe Donald Trump is a passionate tennis fan, because this was Donald Trump's face when Carlos Alcaraz won the US Open. He just looked really unhappy for some reason. Maybe he was sad that like a straight white guy didn't win the US Open. I have no idea what his reasoning is. He just looked off. Everybody else, even Caroline Levitt behind him, you can see her, she's clapping, and he just looks like a pouting child, which I suppose is kind of what Donald Trump looks like a lot of the time, but nonetheless, it looks more so present in this video than others. And of course, I do want to point out once again that Donald Trump got booed inside the stadium. There were MAGA people trying to claim that this wasn't boos, and you can tell me in the comments what you hear. There are certainly some claps in there, as I said in my video covering this, that there are of course going to be some MAGA people in the stadium. That's not, it's not just a bunch of liberals in there, but there's some loud booing in here. Take a look. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of booing to me. Certainly, you can hear some people clapping, but that just, I don't even think there's like room for debate on this. It sounded a lot of booing to me. Take a look. Yeah, I don't know. It seems overwhelmingly booing to me, but again, let me know in the comments if you hear something different. But anyway, regardless, I do want to show you just some of these clips from Donald Trump's little impromptu press conference that he had after the US Open when he departed the US Open and it was, I guess, heading back to the White House in DC. But a reporter asked him, what about the price of things going on, especially beef? Beef continues to go up in price. And Donald Trump's answer was underwhelming and full of lies as per usual. Take a look.
Mr. President, the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up. Is there any way to address the cost of beef?
Yeah, once it kicks in, once our policies kick in, the price of beef will be going down, just like the price of eggs went down and the price of a lot of other grocery items went down. Beef will go down. It'll all go down. Energy has gone way down. The price of gasoline has gone really, I think you'll be hitting $2 very soon.
Recently Donald Trump claimed that the price of gas is actually below $2. Now he's saying you're going to hit $2, but everything he's saying in this clip of, oh, this thing went down, everything is so cheap, is just total nonsense. I mean, he's making it up. And I'd love for Donald Trump to outline what specific policy is going to kick in to make things cheaper. I mean, either, number one, he's lying, or number two, he just doesn't understand the economy and supply and demand whatsoever, or option number three, it's all of the above, which I think is very likely. Here's another one where Donald Trump was asked about him declaring war on Chicago and him talking a lot about Chicago. Take a look.
No, it's a safe place now. But
you've been talking a lot about Chicago, and there was
No, Chicago's been talking a lot. So Chicago last week lost 9 people were killed and 28 people were shot. The week before, it was 7 people were killed and 37 people were shot. The week before that, it was the same kind of number. Chicago is a very dangerous place, and we have a governor that doesn't care about crime, I guess.
I mean, it's just interesting that he says that the governor doesn't care about crime, because in Chicago right now, crime is at a record low, a low for decades, might I add. Murders have also gone down dramatically in Chicago. If you just look at the data, crime has been going down in Chicago across all types of crime for a very long time now. So Donald Trump is, as expected, just making things up on the spot and running with it. So a really not great day for Donald Trump, getting booed, caught on camera taking some kind of pill, having this weird reaction to the US Open winner actually winning the tournament. It's just a very weird day for Donald Trump, not one that I think he's going to want to remember. But regardless of all this, I'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world that you are here. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.